Let me ask you something. Did you know your brain is shrinking? Seriously, after age 60, the average person loses 5% of brain volume every decade. That's not a miss, that's hard science. And your eyes, they're breaking down quietly too. By the time you hit 65, your risk of vision problems triples. Not because of bad luck, but because your brain and eyes are starving for something they used to get in abundance. I'm talking about fat. Not junk food, not deep-fried nonsense, but clean, healing, anti-inflammatory fat. The kind your brain is literally made of. The kind your retinas depend on to stay sharp, focused, and resilient, especially at night when the body repairs itself. You see, your brain is nearly 60% fat by weight. Your eyes, they need fat to absorb vitamins like A, E, and D, the ones that protect against cataracts, macular degeneration, and night blindness. But what have we done for the past 30 years? We've been told to cut fat from everything. Low-fat this, fat-free that. And now we're living in a generation where millions of older adults can't remember names, struggle to find words, and wonder why their eyes feel dry, blurry, or tired all the time. The truth is, you don't need another supplement or fancy pill. You need to bring back the good fats. But listen closely. Before you add the good fats, you must ruthlessly eliminate the worst. Highly processed vegetable and seed oils, anything labeled partially hydrogenated, and cheap fats used for frying. They are the true drivers of brain and eye inflammation, the invisible sabotage of your vision and memory. Simple, natural, powerful foods that rebuild what age is quietly breaking down. In this video, I'll show you 4 of the best healthy fats for seniors. Right now, I'm cutting straight to the chase. I will reveal the 4 powerful, often overlooked, healthy fats seniors must consume. The very ones that directly support brain clarity, calm inflammation, and actively restore your eye strength while you sleep. The ones that directly support brain clarity, calm inflammation, and restore eye strength while you sleep. And if this is your first time here, feel free to hit that subscribe button. This channel is where we get real about aging and take back control, one smart choice at a time. Ready? Let's get into it. If there were ever a food that your brain would personally ask for, it would be the avocado. It's not trendy hype, it's biology. Avocados are rich in monounsaturated fats, specifically oleic acid. This is the same fat found in breast milk, the one that helps newborns build a healthy brain. Now imagine what that same fat can do for a brain that's aging. Here's the thing. As we get older, the protective membrane around our brain cells begins to dry out, just like aging skin. That membrane, made largely of fat, is what helps neurons communicate efficiently. When it thins, signals slow, memory fades, focus breaks. But oleic acid doesn't just nourish, it restores the critical fluidity to those aging membranes. It's like re-lubricating a rusted machine, helping to bring your mental sharpness back online. A 2019 study from Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience showed that older adults who consumed a diet high in monounsaturated fats had significantly better memory recall and verbal fluency compared to those who consumed mostly refined carbohydrates. That's not just theory, that's proof from the real world. Avocados also contain lutein, a carotenoid that accumulates in the retina and the brain. Unlike vitamin supplements, lutein from food sources like avocado is highly bioavailable. It actually gets absorbed and used. A clinical trial published in Nutrients in 2017 found that seniors who ate 1 avocado villi for 6 months increased both their macular pigment density and their cognitive function scores. That means better contrast sensitivity, better reaction time, sharper thinking. Here's a simple example. Carol, 72, had trouble driving at night. Her eyes struggled to adjust to glare, and her memory felt foggy by mid-afternoon. she started eating half an avocado each morning with a boiled egg. And within 8 weeks, she said her vision felt less strained and her mind more awake. That's the power of food when used correctly. Look, this is critical. Avocados are the necessary vehicle. They are what help your body actually absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A and E, the ones truly crucial for protecting your retina from oxidative stress. Without this healthy fat, even a perfect vitamin A supplement is useless. So, how should you eat it? The simplest way is to enjoy half a ripe avocado per day. You can slice it over a salad, mash it on whole grain toast, or just eat it with a spoon and a pinch of sea salt. What matters most is consistency. The brain and eyes don't need occasional miracles. They need daily nourishment. And please don't worry about cholesterol. In fact, a randomized study from the Journal of the American Heart Association in 2015 found that eating 1 avocado a day helped reduce LDL cholesterol in overweight adults. This isn't just brain food, it's heart-safe too. Let me be blunt. If you're over 60 and not eating avocados regularly, you are actively refusing one of nature's most potent daily prescriptions for clarity, memory, and visual strength. Your brain is literally waiting for it. For centuries, olive oil has been a staple of long-living cultures. But today, we know it's more than tradition, it's science. Extra virgin olive oil is one of the most potent brain and eye protectors nature offers, especially for people over 60. What makes it special isn't just the fat content. It's the combination of oleic acid and polyphenols. Oleic acid is a monounsaturated fat that plays a key role in restoring the fluidity of neuronal membranes. As these membranes stiffen with age and inflammation, communication between brain cells slows. Oleic acid helps relubricate these pathways, improving mental clarity and response time. At the same time, olive oil is rich in polyphenols, natural compounds that have powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. One of the most studied is hydroxyl, which has shown the ability to protect brain tissue against oxidative stress, a driver of age-related memory decline. In a study published by Annals of Clinical and Translational Neurology in 2017, researchers found that extra virgin olive oil enhanced memory and learning in aging mice while also reducing the buildup of beta-amyloid plaques linked to Alzheimer's disease. These findings suggest that olive oil doesn't just slow decline, it supports active regeneration and brain detoxification. But its benefits don't stop in the brain. Your eyes, especially the retina, are under constant oxidative pressure due to light exposure and metabolic demand. The retina is one of the most energy-intensive tissues in your body, and it depends heavily on fat-based antioxidants to survive. In a 2018 study from Nutrients, olive oil polyphenols were shown to protect retinal cells from degeneration, preserving structure and thickness, both of which are critical in preventing macular degeneration, a major cause of vision loss in older adults. Olive oil also supports vascular health, which is essential for both cognitive and visual function. Good blood flow delivers oxygen and nutrients to the eyes and brain, and polyphenols in olive oil help reduce oxidative damage to blood lipids. That's why the European Food Safety Authority officially recognizes these compounds as contributors to cardiovascular protection. How much do you need? Just 2 tablespoons per day of cold-pressed extra virgin olive oil is enough. Use it raw, drizzled over cooked vegetables, mixed into salads, or even taken straight with a spoon. Listen, avoid frying with it entirely. Heat is the enemy. It destroys the delicate polyphenols, the medicine that provides the most benefit. You must consume this raw. And remember, not all olive oils are equal. You must be relentless about quality. Do not buy the cheap, clear plastic bottle on the bottom shelf. It is highly likely fake. Insist on dark glass labeled extra virgin and look for a strong, peppery, slightly bitter finish. That bitterness is the intact medicine. Look for bottles labeled extra virgin, ideally in dark glass with a clear harvest date. That bitterness is the intact medicine. If you are serious about protecting your thinking and aging with strength, extra virgin olive oil is not a condiment. It is your non-negotiable daily defense against decline. Let's talk about the one fat your brain literally can't live without, omega-3. More than half of the brain is made of fat, but not just any fat. Docosahexaenoic acid, or DHA, is the most abundant omega-3 and nerves the human brain and retina. Without enough DHA, neurons weaken, vision dims, and memory begins to unravel, especially after 60. Fish oil is the most efficient and concentrated way to get DHA. It also contains EPA, another omega-3 that controls inflammation, which is the silent enemy of both cognition and eyesight. When your brain is inflamed, signals slow and fog sets in. When your eyes are inflamed, the retina thins and vision fades. A 2014 study in the Journal of Neuroscience found that DHA supplementation improves synaptic plasticity and memory in aging brains. That means better connections between neurons, quicker recall, and stronger retention. These aren't vague promises, they're measurable outcomes. For vision, the evidence is just as clear. In a double-blind trial published in Investigative Ophthalmology and Visual Science in 2013, patients who received omega-3 supplements for 90 days showed significant improvement in tear stability, retinal function, and visual sharpness compared to the placebo group. The retina is built from DHA. When you replenish it, the eye responds. I'll never forget Robert, a 69-year-old retired carpenter who came to see me after months of feeling lost in his own head. His wife noticed he was forgetting small things, where he left his keys, what day it was. His eyes were dry and often bloodshot, especially in the evening. We added 1,000 milligrams of fish oil to his breakfast each day. After 6 weeks, he told me he could read the newspaper longer without strain. But more importantly, he said, I feel like I'm waking up again. His memory wasn't perfect, but the fog had lifted. That simple shift meant he could confidently drive at dusk again. He was sharp enough to follow conversations at family dinner, and his wife stopped correcting his memory. That is the difference between surviving and thriving. This is what omega-3s deliver. They don't just slow decline, they actively rebuild structure, strengthen nerve insulation, and demolish brain and eye fatigue from the inside out. But dosage matters. Research from Nutrients in 2020 showed that seniors need a minimum of 800 milligrams of DHA and 400 milligrams of EPA per day to support cognitive and visual repair. Most multivitamins don't come close. The best sources are wild-caught fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. But for those who don't eat fish often, a purified fish oil supplement is essential. Choose a brand that guarantees third-party testing for mercury and heavy metals. The oil should be fresh, odorless, and ideally in triglyceride form for maximum absorption. Take it with a meal that contains fat, like eggs or avocado toast, to improve bioavailability. If you've ever felt like your mind is slowing, your eyes are tired, or your memory isn't as quick as it used to be, don't ignore it. The brain and eyes send warnings before they decline, and omega-3 is one of the few nutrients clinically proven to reverse those signals. One small capsule a day is not an investment, it is insurance. It is the only way to safeguard your clarity and memory against the inevitable erosion of time. The moment we mention brain food, ghee is the last thing most people think of. Yet, this golden fat, revered for centuries in traditional medicine, is arguably the most underrated and potent ally for seniors looking to protect their memory and eyesight. Ghee is rich in saturated fat, something that often scares people off. But the type of fat in ghee is not harmful. In fact, it includes short and medium-chain fatty acids like butyrate, which play an active role in brain protection. Butyrate has been shown to reduce brain inflammation, support the growth of new neurons, and improve memory by enhancing gene expression in the hippocampus, as confirmed in a 2015 study published in Nature Neuroscience. Beyond the brain, Ghee helps your eyes by delivering essential fat-soluble vitamins, especially vitamin A, which supports night vision and retinal strength. These vitamins need fat to be absorbed. Without enough dietary fat, even the best sources of vitamin A pass through the body unused. Ghee also helps relieve dry eyes, a common problem for older adults. A review published in Clinical Optometry in 2020 noted that traditional fats with anti-inflammatory properties like ghee can stabilize the tear film and reduce eye discomfort, especially in dry environments. At the neurological level, ghee supports the myelin sheath, the protective layer around your nerves. Think of it like the crucial insulation around an electrical wire. As we age, that insulation frays, slowing communication. Ghee provides the raw building blocks needed to keep those connections strong and fast. Its stability when cooking also makes it practical. Ghee has a high smoke point, meaning it does not break down or oxidize easily. That preserves its nutrients, making it ideal for sautéing vegetables or cooking eggs without damaging the fat molecules. A study in the Journal of Nutrition in 2018 found that older adults who consumed moderate amounts of traditional fats like ghee performed better in cognitive tests than those on low-fat diets. And a 2016 trial in Lipids in Health and Disease showed that ghee did not raise harmful cholesterol levels and even improved good cholesterol in healthy participants. For seniors, 1 to 2 teaspoons of ghee a day is enough. Use it in warm dishes or stir it into porridge. Choose organic grass-fed varieties if possible, as they contain more beneficial compounds. Ghee is not just an ancient cooking fat. It is a deeply nourishing source of pure brain fuel and nerve support. When clarity of mind and comfort of sight are your most precious assets, ghee is the proven golden key to keeping them intact. You've learned what healthy fats can do. Now, let's turn that knowledge into something simple you can use starting tonight. At this stage of life, you don't need complicated diets. You need a gentle, consistent plan that works with your body, not against it. And when it comes to protecting your memory and eyesight, small changes in fat intake can lead to big results over time. Here is a 4-step daily routine you can follow to nourish your brain and eyes. Step 1. Start your morning with avocado. Half an avocado with your breakfast provides clean monounsaturated fat and lutein for visual support. You can slice it on toast, mix it with eggs, or simply eat it with a spoon. It helps your neurons wake up and keeps your vision sharp through the day. Step 2. Add extra virgin olive oil at lunch. Add extra virgin olive oil at lunch. Drizzle 1 tablespoon of fresh, cold-pressed olive oil onto steamed vegetables or your salad. Crucially, never heat it. Keep it strictly raw to preserve the anti-inflammatory power you need. Step 3. Take fish oil with your afternoon or evening meal. If you don't eat fish at least twice a week, take a daily fish oil capsule with 1,000 milligrams of combined DHA and EPA. Always take it with food that contains fat for better absorption. Omega-3 seconds rebuild brain tissue, stabilize mood, and protect the retina from thinning. Step 4. Use ghee to cook 1 warm dish per day. Use 1 teaspoon of grass-fed ghee to sauté spinach, scrambled eggs, or warm up grains like oatmeal or rice. Ghee supports nerve health, carries essential vitamins into your cells, and helps relieve dry eye symptoms from the inside out. This routine is not strict, it's flexible. The goal is to consistently feed your brain and eyes the raw materials they need to repair, especially during sleep when the body regenerates. Don't wait for symptoms to get worse. By the time memory slips or vision fades, the damage has already begun. But with just 4 small actions each day, you can create a strong foundation for the years ahead. Think of these healthy fats not as luxuries, but as medicine, natural, gentle, and familiar. They don't require a prescription, just your daily presence at the table. So, when you plan your meals, ask yourself, where is the fat that will feed my brain today? Where is the oil that will protect my eyes tonight? Answer that and you're already on the right track. If you've made it this far, I want to say something very simple but very real. Thank you, not just for watching, but for choosing to care for yourself, for your mind, for your eyes, and for the years still ahead of you. So many people believe that mental fog and blurry vision are just part of getting older, that it's normal to forget names, struggle to read, or feel like your brain has slowed down for good. But here's what I need you to hear. That's not the full truth. Yes, aging brings change, but decline is not the only outcome. Repair is possible. Restoration is possible. Even at 60, even at 70, even beyond. The key isn't found in a pill bottle. It's in your kitchen. Every time you slice an avocado, drizzle olive oil over your lunch, take that fish oil capsule after dinner, or warm a spoonful of ghee for your vegetables, you are giving your brain and your eyes what they've been quietly asking for. You are telling your body, I haven't given up on you. That's what this whole journey is about. Small, steady acts of nourishment that build something strong over time. So tomorrow morning, start simple. Half an avocado. At lunch, a splash of real olive oil. With dinner, take your omega-3. And sometime this week, warm up something beautiful with a bit of golden ghee. That's your plan. Not complicated, not expensive, just honest healing facts that your brain recognizes and your eyes respond to. Because you deserve clarity. You deserve to wake up and feel present, to remember your grandchild's voice, to see the road at dusk without fear, to read the small print again, to feel like you again. If this video helped you, I ask you for one thing. If you know another senior who deserves to remember their grandchild's name, to see the road clearly, and to feel present again, you have a moral obligation to share this video with them. Please like this video, leave a comment below to tell me your thoughts. I read everyone, and I invite you to subscribe. This channel is your space, a place where age doesn't mean decline, and where every day is a new chance to feel better, stronger, and more alive. This channel is your space, a place where age doesn't mean decline, and where every day is a new chance to feel better, stronger, and more alive. Take care of your body. It's still listening, and I'll see you in the next video.